Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Be Determined. Today we've got some major leaks happening from Hypixel themselves. This is actually on Hypixel's official YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to that, by the way. The Hypixel SkyBlock, the Rift. So this is a teaser for the Rift update. Also, they have come out with a developer blog for the forging update and some other big things that we're going to be talking about once we get into that. I haven't actually read anything or really seen much, just a couple notifications that gave away a little bit, but this is my first time reaction, so let's jump into it. Dude, man, they got the shaders and everything. This actually looks so sick. Wizard Tower. I don't know if I recognize that NPC there at the bottom. That might be the one we've been seeing. Yo. Bro. What the heck? Dude, it's like a whole new hub island. Bro, that looked crazy. That mob with like the reverse arrows. Dude, this is gonna be sick. Barry. Oh my goodness. There's so much to unpack here. Bro. What the heck? It's Superman. Dante 2.0. Yo. Coming soon. That's gotta be within like the next month, I bet. Okay, so let's just like go ahead and start unpacking this because this is some crazy stuff. I'm pretty sure this NPC right here is the one that we've seen. Yeah, Elise. Elise is an NPC found at the bottom of the Wizard Tower. So she's the one that says, looks like there isn't enough magic left in this universe to complete my project. I'll have to talk to Barry. Okay, so nothing new there. Then we go into the Rift and this is the island. Like already to start off, we've got the trees area here. And it does look like it's mirrored because this section is normally like the opposite, it seems, because you go up to the mountain, like high level would be off to the right here, but on the actual lobby it would be off to the left, back this direction. So yeah, it does look like it's pretty different. I think that's the fishing cabin over there. All the trees are like dead. So we've got, this is like the giant fairy tree. So it's still got all the buildings in it. So that's interesting. There's like a little, I don't know what these little pink things are, but I guess we'll find out one day. And then here's the Coliseum, which is where we're going to be fighting. I believe Bacte is a tweet that Minikloon did a while back. Right here, Bacte, definitely not Dante. Tweeted February 28th. So that's from a while ago. But this is the boss fight that we see at the end of the video as well. And then we've got the mountain up here, which is, again, it's reversed. So it's like the Rift is kind of like a mirror dimension, it seems, is the theme they're going with. So everything's a little bit backward. And there we have the ruin. But I'm not sure what this cabin is over here. Actually, this is the logger's cabin from in-game, because I know from the early days of forging, I would forge over at this area. So this is like right outside of the graveyard. That building there, but it's just off on its own little island floating the void. Okay, I'm not really sure where this is at, not gonna lie, I can't tell. And they've got like the little larvae things here, this thing, which Minikloon has also tweeted about right here. I'm walking here or crawling. He tweeted this out March 7th, so I'm guessing that's what this little guy is here. I don't know about this thing. I'm guessing that's just some sort of spirit or a soul or something. And there's this little green thing down here. There's like so much speculation that we could do about all these things, but it looks like it is very parkour based. And here it looks like the villagers have taken over the community center, because normally there would be like Clerk Seraphine and Elizabeth would be in here. Then we've got a shot of, I think this is like Plumber Joe's house here. And then this is the auction house, which has like a hole in the back of it. And you can see the ruins from here, which is normally not not the case, it would be on the left side. Then we've got another shot of the mountain. I think this is the fairy pond right here. This would be the castle room in the ruins, the throne room in the ruin. And then we've got him hitting a mob right here. The character is hitting a mob that doesn't have a head, and he's wearing full chainmail using a diamond sword. The particles are so cool. There's like so many different particle uses that I saw just like in the first shot of the trailer that made everything look crazy. Like this right here, what even is this? Is this some kind of summoning ritual, or is this a mob fight, or what the heck is going on there? There's a hazmat guy here, which I believe was leaked a little while ago. Rift cat. That right there interests me a lot, this Enderman fight, because I would guess that this is a boss. If this is not a boss, then I don't even want to know, because there's usually, if they've got like so many particles around a mob like this, it's got to be a boss fight, because they can't afford to have more than one of these on the map at a time, otherwise major server issues more than there already are. So I'm gonna assume that this is some kind of boss fight. And then we've got the shot of him like in the portal room, which I'm guessing that this skin is kind of gonna be what everybody ends up with. You may be forced to use this skin while you're in the rift. I'm not sure. That would be interesting. And we've got the big overhead shot of the entire island here. So we've got the bank, auction house, portal room section, and from the looks of it, I think the castle is going to be off over this direction on a separate island. This is the logger's house, but on the opposite side of the logger's house will be the castle area. You've got the Coliseum where it usually is, all these other buildings, Alchemist's building, Wizard Towers in the background. And then if we see over here, you can tell they've got a lot of parkour to get to different places. So if you're I'm not sure if your AOTE or grappling hook is going to be able to work in this area. You can also see they've got like the little branch going off this way. That should be where the castles are. And then we've got another shot of the fairy tree. Again, castle ruins, logger cabin. And then this mob, I don't even know. That thing's just a head. It's like the phantom spirits that we have right now in the Spooky Festival event. So it looks like we're going to have a lot more of mystical, I think vampires was a mob that was mentioned in a couple of leaks, so it looks like it's going to be a lot more of like fighting monsters and not just like zombies and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot more mythological, I think, more spirits and ghosts type of thing. This is very cool to me, with the mob that's covered in arrows shooting the arrows back at you as you fight it, and also the mushrooms growing as you get close to them. You'll notice that like throughout the trailer, like this little brown mushroom, when it gets close to it, it pops up and turns into a regular mushroom, and when it gets far away from this other mushroom, it disappears. And then there's like this little ride down the stream, which I'm guessing is going to be like a cutscene type of thing, like they have the first time you enter the crystal nucleus with the minecart. It wouldn't surprise me at all if that's the case. Maybe you just have to watch this every time you enter. And then there's like a fire pillar type of thing with this dirt mob that burrows towards you. So I'm guessing that's what this is, because whenever he starts off fighting it, it shrinks down and then it starts going towards him. See, like towards the end, a bunch of particles appear as it's like appearing like it's gonna pop up. Right here, there's a ton of particles there. And then this, I think this is a vampire with all the like blood looking stuff. So this looks pretty crazy. And then this guy's just flying through the air. I think that's a butterfly from the crystal nucleus. That looks like a butterfly there. I can't tell if that's what he's fighting or not. I think it is. And then fighting silverfish too, and then like they had the larvae, and he's holding a minecart there as well. If you'll notice, that is a minecart. So I'm guessing that's going to be like a capture device, maybe a new way to get summons, or maybe he's like eating that bug. I don't know. Maybe the pets in the rift are actual pets. That would be interesting, because this is the cat NPC in the rift. So if you can actually like have your pets summoned out in the world with you, and they not only give you effects but also fight with you, that'd be pretty cool. And there's all of these particles just floating around, and then they turn red whenever the section turns red. I'm not sure if that's just like a regular thing that happens, or if he's like starting a boss fight or something, but that's pretty cool. And then we have the shot of Barry. I'm not really sure which room this is, because I don't recognize this at all, but if one of you guys recognize this, let me know in the comment. But I think this is like a new building there. Another part of the vampire fight. So it looks like this boss is like just full on shooting blood straight at you, because that's coming from the boss, but maybe you get a sword that lets you shoot it back at them as well. I don't know. And then this area is like building back over, so it looks like you'll have to open this section to get in somehow, and then it'll close back behind you. So I don't know if you have to be a certain level or get an item, or even if that's actually how this works, but this looks pretty sick. They put a lot of work into particles and animations on this. Again, there's like another floating head thing. That one's got a different skin. But the other thing I want to talk about is I don't think that this, the way this is looking, is just gonna be like because of the shaders. I think they're actually talking about making a resource pack that you need to have for SkyBlock, and you'll use this resource pack and you'll actually be able to see glass as a mirror and be able to figure out puzzles because of it. So because you can see right where he's at right there, there is not a lever on his side, but if you look in the mirror, there are levers on the pink, levers on the green. I'm guessing there's going to be levers on these other colors here too. So there will be a lot of puzzles like that, I'm sure. We've got the floating, I think that's toast or bread, but that looks pretty cool. And I think this little hat that he's wearing, that's actually a hat. That's not part of his skin because he's getting hit right now, so his skin is red and the hat's not changing color. So I believe that is a new helmet that we're going to be seeing later on. More floating heads. I'm still not sure what the deal with that is, but it looks like he's shooting a laser beam at it. And then we have this hall of mirrors looking area, which is pretty crazy. But there's like 5 of self that you can see there. And then I don't think this is just coming into render. I think that's actually just like a building. Like it looked to me like this is a beanstalk. So who knows what's at the top. I wouldn't doubt if we get a giant fight, but that'd be pretty cool. And I don't even want to know what this is. I mean, I really do want to know. Oh wait, I think I do know what this is. This looks like mirror parkour. So he can look on this section to see where he's at, try and jump to the right spot. Once he gets high enough, he looks at this section. Then once he gets higher than that, he looks at this section. Higher than that, he looks at this section. That seems pretty crazy. Doing mirror parkour, that's like not a thing that's been in Minecraft, at least not in vanilla. So having this as a thing, that'll be pretty wild. And we've had similar things, I guess there has been. And then he's shooting the supply ship down, which has an anvil at the bottom of it. We have seen this from Minikloon as well. Scroll up, this one's a little bit more recently. I think he just posted this one, yeah, April 24th. So that's like a week and a half ago. So you can see it's got a cobblestone block on this one, but there are a lot of balloons that you have to shoot down before you can actually get the supply drop. Now, I'm assuming it's a supply drop, but I mean, who knows? So you can shoot those clearly with arrows, and it looks like he does have a short bow, so that will be a thing. He's eating a cake, which I'm not sure if that's like how much that helps, but that's pretty cool. Also shooting flying chickens for eggs. Interesting. And you can see these animations are swimming animations. So is this going to implement some stuff from a newer version of Minecraft? We shall see. He's running to a portal here. I think this is the museum, so maybe there's another museum you can get in the Rift area for more SkyBlock XP, perhaps. Who knows? These interesting items just floating around. I think this is like a trophy room. So you go and you complete like a string of quests and you can get a trophy at the end of it to say you've done it. So like the mirror puzzles, the mirror parkour maybe. And then there's the Bacte fight. And then again, the stuff with the mushrooms. He gets far enough away from that one, it shrinks. Close to this one, it grows bigger. There's more of these NPCs that shoot the arrows at you from off of themselves. Pretty crazy. So I'm sure there's going to be parkour with those mushrooms later on. And then this man is just floating. It's Superman. He can fly. And then we get the whole cutscene of the Bacte fight, which looks wild. I know we've gotten like a lot of magma cube / slime boss fights, but honestly, they're pretty cool mobs. I'm okay with us having some new ones. If I can relive the glory days of Dante, I'll do it. But yeah, that's everything from the Rift video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to go and leave a like and sub to Hypixel server, Hypixel's official YouTube, and also sub to me. We're getting close to 5K, so it would really help out. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this update. It is coming soon, so I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks would be pretty nice. But I mean, this should stir up some hype that they could probably keep alive for a little bit longer than that. If you guys are hyped for this, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. God bless.